Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Nebuchadnezzar. Oh, you ain't gonna bow? Okay, we're gonna throw you in the fire. Okay, well, you're gonna have to burn me up. And then guess what? There's gonna be a fourth man in there. Like, what up? Anyway, so I just had the most Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego moment. It was super crazy. I have went to go country line dancing at this bar called Cotton Eye Joe in Knoxville. And let me tell you, like, I didn't take off my hat during the national anthem. I didn't even know that was a thing. No one said in the door you had to take off your hat to the national anthem. First off, I'm not American. I'm Israel. Once you join God, you join Israel. That is the whole contract. It says it in Ephesians 2:12 for those people who do not believe that. It's not just a country over in the Middle East. It is a spiritual country. We are the land of Israel. We are part of the tribes of Israel. And so, I don't know, this security guard came over and started talking to me. He's like, you need to take off your hat. And I was like, for what? And he was like, because we're pledging allegiance to America. And I'm like, oh, I don't think you understand. I don't pledge allegiance to America. And I don't pledge allegiance to the flag. I'm a Christian. I can only take an oath to God. And he was like, ma'am, you need to take off your hat. And I was like, did you just hear what I said? And then literally he said it the third time. I was like, I can only pledge allegiance to God. Like, I can go in the bathroom and just chill while people do whatever. And he was like, no, follow me. We're going to the front. And I was like, oh my God, this is so extra. And then he took me out to talk to some other security guard, and he just started yelling at me off the bat. And I'm just like, what is even going on right now? And so I told him, I was like, I can only take an oath to God. Like, I'm not taking an oath to America. And then he kept talking, and I was like, oh, are you military? And he's like, yeah, 27 years. 27 years! And I'm like, okay, I get that. But I can only take an oath to God. And he's like, well, you can leave. This is a private establishment. They just kept saying this is a private establishment. I'm like, okay, thank you for letting me know. And then I went to go talk to the cop, and he wasn't really having it either. And I'm just kind of like, what is wrong with you people? But that's why the first commandment is, you shall have no other gods before me. Okay? You shall have no other gods before me. And God isn't necessarily an entity or a person. It can also be a thing, like America and like the flag. And so these people have literally made America and the flag into their God. They think that they have done some great feat because they were in the military, when the truth of the matter is you're serving Satan's army. Sorry, if you went to the military, you are serving Satan's army, because God's army is spiritual and he goes after Satan. But the American military, they are not spiritual. They go into these countries, and don't get me wrong, these people that serve in the military, they don't know what they're doing. They think they're serving a good cause, most of them. However, what is the military for? It's for to protect America, it's to protect these politicians' interests. These politicians work for Satan. I don't know, connect the dots. And so, you know, I'm just like, I'm not doing it. Like, and I told him, like, when I told the other guy, this SWAT guy, he just kept talking over me. And I told him, I was like, you know, I serve God. And he was like, well, I serve God too. And I was like, okay, so why are you acting like this? Why are you being so rude? Why? Well, are you questioning my relationship with God? I said, yeah, I am. I'm questioning your relationship with God. I said, as a Christian, you should not be acting like this. I said it 3 times. He's like, you can leave. It was just so crazy. And so I went over and I left for like a second, because I'm like, first off, I've had 2 drinks. I don't want to drink. I don't know if he's got some cop down the street waiting to pull me over. And so I waited for a second, and then I was like, you know what? I got a point to prove. I'm going to go get his badge and his name. And so I did. I was so petty. I went to go get his badge and his name, just to make him, you know, think a little bit about what he's doing. He was just so, like, crazy the whole time. Oh, you want my badge and my name? I'm like, yeah, that's what I said. You're calling yourself a Christian. So I got it. He's like, oh, you can't see the number? I'm like, well, I have glasses, but I was just calm the whole time, because there's something funny about being super calm when people are just being, like, going off the hinges. And I said, sir, I mean, I came to you. You're a cop. You didn't even listen to both sides of the story. He's like, I've listened to your side. I was like, no, you didn't, sir. Just kept it plain and straight, got his badge number, and then parked for a second and then left. And so, but yeah, you know, I think everything is spiritual. I think that happened for a purpose. I probably shouldn't have been in the bar that night. You know, I think it was a test. Maybe God's trying to say, well, are you going to bow to this, or are you going to bow to me? I didn't bow to them. I'm not bowing to Babylon. Babylon, USA. I ain't bowing to it. You don't mean nothing to me, okay? But I'm just saying, I left this super long, like, review for Cotton Eye Joe in Knoxville, Tennessee, because I just want people to know, like, don't put America over God. Don't do that, because a lot of people in the South, their country, I love America and I love Jesus. But do you love Jesus when you start tripping on people for not wanting to take off their hat to bow to America? Do you love Jesus? Do you know Jesus? Because it seems like to me you don't. And so I put this long comments on the reviews. I just told people, like, you better choose today who you're going to serve, because guess what? It's not going to work for you if you're trying to serve America and trying to serve God in the long run, because America is about to get shut down by God, hands down. That's why all this stuff is happening right now, because America is under judgment. Why? Because America is full of sin and hate and things that are totally against God. So don't worship an idol. Don't worship a country. Don't do it. Worship God. Serve him alone. That's it. That is it. Anyway. God bless, guys. I wanted to share this testimony because things are going to get worse. They're going to try to make you bow. Ask God for discernment right now. Ask him for discernment so you know when you're bowing to God and when you're bowing to the enemy. And put it in the forefront of your mind not to bow to the enemy. Okay, guys. Thank you. I love you so much. God bless. Bye.